Because I'm so excited.
Well, then why don't you film yourself then? I'm going to tell everybody.
Well, I'm telling everybody, like,
Uh-huh.
so I got a call from, oh my God.
Okay, you got a call. You're excited. Who called you?
Oh, okay, so my brain does not work as well anymore. Okay, my memory. Okay, I got a call from the Stanford Chronic Fatigue Syndrome Clinic in Palo Alto, California. I've been on the waiting list since the beginning of the year, and it's December.
Hey, only a year.
Right?
Only a year.
And they told me it would take up until the end of February to call me, and then they would be calling me for an appointment. They would be calling me to make an appointment.
Does that mean you're going there?
And then when they called me by February, then the appointment would be up to 6 months out from then. So it would have been expectations were set for being there next summer, possibly. So I got a call yesterday. Well, Paige was here and Steve was here. I got a call yesterday from the Stanford clinic. So happy just thinking about it again. From the Stanford clinic. And they said they had an opening early. And
Tears of happy.
happy tears. And so they're fitting me into an appointment in January, beginning of January.
This year? This coming year, 2018?
2018.
Yay!
In less than a month, I have an appointment.
So you have to make it there?
And I have to make it there. That's a whole other ball of wax.
Should we just put a sheet over you?
Yeah. Throw me in the baggage compartment, knock me over the head.
And put you to sleep, and then wake up and you're there. I mean, that's probably the only way.
And so I was so excited. And the first call I had to make was to my dad, because he's the only one he's retired, and he's the only one who's going to be able to come down with me and help me try to, get through the airport and safely get me on and off the plane and get me to a hotel and get me to the clinic and everything like that, because I have issues with passing out. I have issues with fatigue where I fall asleep. And it leaves me pretty vulnerable in public spaces and everything. And anyway, so I called him to make sure he was going to be able to come with me. But I was determined to do it no matter what happened. But my first call was to my dad to make sure that he cleared those days, because I was going to need time before that date and after that date to get down there, recover, go to the appointment, recover, and then fly back.
What made you decide to fly? I mean...
Oh, gosh, because driving down would be so much worse.
And a train would be worse, too? Just wondering, because a train...
Yeah, because there's vibration, and I'm really sensitive to vibration as well, so the vibration would last for more hours than a plane ride would.
And how long is your plane ride? An hour?
I think like an hour and a half or something is my memory.
Compared to having to fly to New York or something.
Exactly, yeah. So, anyway, so I called my dad to tell him. I called him up and I said, Stanford called, and I have an appointment in January. And he goes, I know. And he told me the date of my appointment. And I'm like, how do you know that? And he goes, where do you think I am right now?
What?
And I said, what do you mean? He goes, where do you think I'm standing right now? I'm standing at the Stanford clinic right now.
No way.
I just finished talking to the doctor you're going to see.
No way. He did that?
Yeah.
Go Dad.
And he went there, and in his typical dad fashion.
Well, dads do that.
He went there and he said, now look, my daughter needs to get in here. She's been waiting a long time, as everybody on the list is, you know. She's been waiting a long time, but she's not doing well.
He showed up.
He did. He really did. So,
So your dad said something that made them
so
listen.
he did his typical dad thing of my dad thing of going there and getting his way. He's very good at that.
Well,
and
sometimes it works, you know.
And so he said that, you know, I came in here, or I came and I talked to these people. They're very nice, reasonable people. Now that he's gotten his way.
Yes.
He spent the last, 9 months talking about how stupid this is that I have to wait so long. But anyway, he said that he came in and he talked to them and explained my situation, and they said, yes, you know, it's going to be probably another 4 or 5 months. And he said, well, you understand that that's not going to happen. That's not reasonable. That's not possible that she's going to have to wait that long, that things are really bad. So, anyway, they let him talk to
Obviously,
a doctor.
The obviously right
there.
person. Yeah.
They let him talk to a doctor there, and I can't believe they did that. Like, no one does that. I've been to so many doctors and clinics and specialists over the years. I mean, like, so many, like everybody. And well, I've been waiting to get into this one, and nobody does this, but these guys are really great. It's just because they're so great, everyone in the world wants to go see them, because they work with the science. They work with the latest research with chronic fatigue syndrome, and and they're working on the latest research, and so they don't dismiss you. They don't dismiss your symptoms. They don't tell you to go see a psychiatrist. They don't because they can't fix. They don't tell you to go see a psychiatrist because they can't fix your symptoms in a 10-minute visit or 2 10-minute visits, you know. And they understand the suffering that happens with this illness, and so they take it seriously, and they do tons of tests to try to track down actual viruses that are associated with this, instead of just throwing you into a category and sending you home to suffer with it and tell you that you have to accept it and live with this for the rest of your life. So it's at least something to try. It's something that they do tests. They try to help you manage it better, and they try to track down a cause more than anyone else does. And anyway, so it's hope. It's hope. So hope is important, and people who believe that your illness is real is important, and I get to go in January. Okay.
So
should we go up and
I want to see what
do
time it is.
food?
Yeah, it's 11:53.
Ugh.
You need to get food in you.
Okay. Sounds good.